Bonjour et bienvenue sur Dark Otaku Gaming pour la suite de The Wolf Among Us. Chapitre 5, Cry Wolf. Nous allons aller dans l'entrepôt pour nous occuper de Bloody Mary et du Crooked Man. Le tordu. Mais bon, moi je dis toujours Crooked Man parce que Crooked Man c'était le nom d'un de mes let's play. Comme quoi tout est lié. Ah bon, j'ai des petits relents.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Ah, c'est accueillant.
Big Wolf. The big bad wolf. You used to be something.
Big B Wolf, Big B Wolf, Big B Wolf. Boy Blue, Rose Rouge, Jack Horner, Monsieur Toad, Belle, Ichabod Crane. Donc tout ça c'est ceux qui sont dans les dettes. Et il y a qui au-dessus? Gobmouche, Pinocchio. Et ici on a un paravent qui a été donné. Collatéral. Surveillance, le roi Cole. Blanche-Neige. Et qui est là? Billy, donc les recherches. Sans doute pour la chèvre Billy. Donc voilà. Il nous prenait en photo depuis tout ce temps. Donc là on a les trois amis. Donc on a Nerissa, Faith. Et là c'est sans doute Lily version humanoïde. Et merde, pardon. C'est pour retourner en arrière, c'est un clic. On a la roue de la torture. Alors Billy Billy, je crois que c'est Billy à la chèvre. Une roue de torture. Merci à Berserk de m'avoir renseigné à quoi ça sert. Je dis évidemment ça de façon ironique. J'apprécie Berserk, mais c'est pas le genre de... Tu sais, j'apprécie Berserk dans le sens où c'est un très bon manga. Et donc ici nous avons les balles en argent qu'elles viennent de finir, sans aucun doute.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Elle joue son rôle de fantôme. Hein.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you've made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Oh non, ça
Get out of
prendra
my
pas
way
longtemps.
now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners?
Ma mère était un
Or
loup.
was she too busy
Elle m'a
fucking
enseigné à
whenever women
manger.
drifted through town?
Ouh, il aurait pas dû dire ça. Ouh, t'aurais pas dû amener le papa.
Come on.
T'aurais pas dû amener le père. Le père, il faut jamais l'amener dans la conversation avec Big B Wolf. C'est ça, planque-toi, Bloody Mary. Chaque réflexion est une planque pour elle. voir sa vraie gueule. Tu sais, Big B, tu peux te mettre en full wolf ici. Hein. Il est censé me faire peur. Ça sert à rien en fait.
Come out and face me.
J'ai appuyé pourtant. This isn't even my final form, bitch. Oh, tu veux te la jouer comme ça, hein? Tu veux te la jouer Agent Smith avec moi? Sincèrement? Tu veux qu'on refasse Matrix Reloaded? N'obligez pas d'y aller en mode grand méchant loup, les filles. Passage en mode grand méchant loup. Roi des monstres. Putain, elle veut vraiment se la jouer à Agent Smith, hein. Je vais souffler et souffler encore. Et ta maison s'écroulera. Il y avait même un dossier sur Holly. Oh, on a perdu tous ces petits clones. On veut s'enfuir maintenant. On s'est rendu compte que le grand méchant loup est un vrai adversaire. Je suis le roi des monstres, Bloody Mary. Retourne chez les fantômes. Voilà, maintenant on est à Walpé. Ça nous apprendra. Ah, bah c'est bon. On avait pris soin de se déshabiller juste avant. Ah, il a changé la date. Il y a 0 jour depuis le dernier incident.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of special... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
Pourquoi vouloir faire ça?
Calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out. But I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not
procès.
saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear.
Alors monsieur, il y a 30 secondes, il voulait ma mort par Bloody Mary, et maintenant il veut que je le ramène sain et sauf.
But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
J'ai pas envie de le buter ici.
Forward to seeing Miss White again.
Je préfère le jeter dans le puits magique pour qu'il souffre pour l'éternité infernale. On n'est même pas au courant normalement.
Hand over the
Eux ils
gun.
pensent que simplement...
I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Non. Non,
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Surtout que... Je n'ai pas fait de vagues. Je n'ai pas fait de vagues aux gens de Fableville. Et ils sont tous plus ou moins d'accord pour dire que c'est toi qui causes tous leurs problèmes.
I know, but We have to do something.
Are you
On
fucking
doit faire
kidding
quelque
me?
chose. Vous vous foutez de ma gueule. Cette chose arrive. Vous êtes sûr qu'il arrive?
You'll have an opportunity to.
Oh, le prince est là, il est vivant.
He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble.
Il m'a pas
At the
facilité la
Crooked Man's
tâche.
place. And after what happened with Mary,
Well, he didn't make it easy.
what happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Oh, il me manque des petits bouts, hein.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer!
You killed Lily! Where the
sister.
fuck do you
And
get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Et je vais lui dire, vous avez
I thought
donné
it
l'ordre.
would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
Misunderstanding.
Un
Giving
malentendu,
and
c'est ça.
providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Non, évidemment, il va jouer sur les
First
mots.
of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
I've
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're
Ouais, ils ont
not
tous peur.
serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners,
Ouais,
who was
mais
there to look out
Crane
for you?
travaillait pour toi.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You
On se
hated
calme.
Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Il va encore dire, mais c'est Georgie! C'est Georgie!
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those
Bluebeard,
girls
qu'est-ce que tu
will
fais là, de
have
toute
their
façon?
justice.
J'ai réussi à faire venir toute la ville d'un seul homme. Je suis sûr que si vous faites des erreurs, il y en a qui restent avec lui.
But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie killed
Let me just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
C'était...
Fuck's sake. Killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there with you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Je peux rien
Who
dire
was
parce que...
there while they
parle
idly
trop.
played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course.
Moi je le sais qu'elle n'est plus sous la malédiction.
You
mais-
probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her?
Non, elle s'est suicidée.
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think...
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily...
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What?
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure?
Alors.
This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr.
J'ai envie
Wolf,
de le jeter au
it's
fond
your
du puits
call.
magique.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Alors j'ai envie de le jeter au fond du puits magique.
Yes, Sheriff.
Lui arracher la tête serait trop simple, mais je pense qu'on
Teach him a
a...
fucking lesson.
On a eu assez
has
de
to
morts
die.
pour
Lock
l'instant.
him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Ok. Il a choisi pour moi.
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
End it already.
Ok, tu te prends pour le Joker? Tu te prends pour le Joker? On va te considérer comme le Joker. On va t'enfermer pour toujours.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't
what
be
he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
Alors je pense que 3e épisode là-dessus, mais je pense que vous avez assez souffert. Je vais pas appuyer sur pause. On va laisser faire épisode. Tant pis, ce sera un chapitre de 2 épisodes. Parce qu'il y aura sans doute... Quoique, il me semble qu'il va y avoir assez de matière pour faire un épisode complet. Donc voilà, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner, à mettre un j'aime, à commenter cette vidéo et à la partager. Je vous dis à la prochaine sur Dark Teco Gaming. C'était Devil et vous saurez ce qui est arrivé au Crooked Man. Vous saurez la fin de cette histoire dans le prochain épisode. A plus.